So, like its name suggests, right? It's a story of battles, and we've kept the title very close to what it really is about. Now, it's essentially about analyzing five battles from history and looking at different facets of it. But the whole idea is to find out why battles are won and lost, sort of. And it's almost like these battles are pivotal. They change the course of history for that, not just the whole for that period, but also for the next couple of centuries in that area where they were fought. And the winners took away, so to speak, the whole honors, and the losers couldn't, they were almost like subdued. Right? Uh, and these battles also hinged on a couple of factors, some really small things which led to these big outcomes. So the whole idea was to prove that battles, though they create a huge outcome, but they actually hinge on very small things. They're very close encounters. And if you look at them closely, then the story that the victors tell eventually to the losers and their generations don't quite ring true, because one step here or there, or one rain or it didn't rain sort of a thing, actually changes the outcome for generations. So that's what it is, and it's got five battles, like I said. It's across different centuries and areas as well as civilizations. So it starts with the 1857 battle for Delhi during the Indian Rebellion against the British East India Company. It then talks about Battle of Plassey, where the Indian forces lost to the East India Company, Robert Clive. There is a battle which is relatively less known. It's the 1747-41 Battle of Kolachil, where the local Kerala king, Travancore king, defeated the Dutch, and so comprehensively that they could not ever settle down in India again as rulers. Right. Uh, then we have two twin battles, if you will. So it's the 1453 siege and fall of Constantinople, where the Turks defeated the Byzantine Empire and won Constantinople for forever. Right, it's the capital of Turkey now, Istanbul. And then it's the siege of Vienna, which was 1683, where the Turks were actually very close to establishing a permanent settlement to the heart of Europe, which is Vienna. And the Habsburg Empire actually was able to defeat them and rebuff them. It was almost like Christendom and Europe was saved, so to speak. And to note that the Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Empire, was at the peak at that time. So it was a fairly momentous event. All these battles, if you read through the stories, it comes out that they really turned on a couple of events. Okay, very close encounters, and hence one could prove that it's not like a civilization is destined to lose, or someone is superior, someone is inferior, which oftentimes people tend to believe. It's more about some very basic things that if people keep in mind, then uh, results would be good. And the modern Indian state and any other state seems to have thought of all these things. So that's what it goes into. So that's the story.